watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Your time now, 5:59 on this Friday morning. Thanks so much for joining us for DC News Now. I'm Randy Bass.
Yeah, we'll check in with Shanika in just a moment for more on your traffic. Good morning to you. I'm Corey James. Let's start things off with Jackie for the forecast today.
Yeah, out there this morning, we're continuing to watch that line of embedded thunderstorms swinging its way across the region, containing some heavy rainfall, gusty winds, and yes, you guessed it, frequent lightning too. So we're watching this as it continues to push now into the district. Yeah, that heavier rain starting to push in as we speak. So zooming on in, this is the northern fringe of this particular line, pushing across the Baltimore metro area, but also pushing across Rockville area into Montgomery County and over towards Prince George's County. Across northern Virginia, we are tracking also some batches of heavy rain, especially along 66 as well. This is right around Manassas, Centerville, Fairfax too, and then down just to the east now of Warrenton. Warrenton, you're now in the clear of the heaviest of that rainfall as that continues to work its way eastward. It's all with this cold front and stalled front. So anywhere along and north of it, that's where we're tracking that precipitation this morning. Temperatures, though, it is a warm start to the day, but where we've had that rainfall already pushed through, that's where temperatures are in the 60s. We're upper 60s in Manassas, low to mid 60s to the north. We're still holding those 70s right now in DC, but I would expect that to drop as that rain continues to push its way through. But in terms of temperatures later on today, likely 60s and lower 70s, but just not quite as warm as what we're seeing out there this morning. More details. We'll get towards the rest of that 7-day coming up. Shanika, what's the latest on those roadways this morning?
All right, good morning. So we're in the 6 o'clock hour now. The roadways are slick out there, so depending on where you are, just be very careful. We're looking at BW Parkway heading southbound. You are seeing even rain droplets on the live traffic camera at this hour right near 202 again. So heading south, you're going to see more traffic, and that is from Maryland into the district. Now, we had a couple of issues earlier. Not there anymore. You're looking good to go. Here's the Woodrow Wilson Bridge. That is doing fine for now. You will start to see some slowdowns in the later hours of the morning. But again, Olney, Upper Montgomery County, this is off of 108, heading in both directions right near Zion Road. We still have crews on scene working this one situation. So we had an earlier crash with poles and wires down.
Shanika, thank you. Developing now in D.C., neighbors shaken up after a stabbing in northeast, leaving 6 people with injuries.
Yes, police say it happened in the Trinidad neighborhood at the intersection of Montello Avenue and Miggs Place just before 3:30 yesterday afternoon. Police say they got there within less than a minute after getting the call. Officers say the suspect was in an altered mental state from an unknown substance. Police Chief Pamela Smith calling the seemingly random stabbing spree senseless. DC News Now's Daniel Hamburg reports the victims include a grandmother and her grandchildren.
The neighborhood is known for its history of violence and crime, but this particularly is just really random and not foreseen.
A seemingly random stabbing spree sent chills through the Trinidad neighborhood Thursday afternoon.
While walking down the street, the individual began stabbing himself and then stabbed a female acquaintance who was also with him.
Police Chief Pamela Smith says the suspect then stabbed 3 women on Miggs Place. One of them, a grandmother in her 70s, protecting her granddaughters as they were getting into a car. Her walker left on the street.
This lady didn't just mind her business, and she just daily walk up and down the street. I'm just not understanding why somebody would, do something like that to them, and I'm just... I'm overwhelmed because we see these people every day, like I said.
2 Good Samaritans tried to intervene and stop the man.
This is Trinidad. We don't play. We take care of our own, and we're very blessed that this person's just off the street right now.
Even though we're grateful for their intervention, we would ask that individuals who see incidents such as this to not intervene, because these 2 individuals, although Good Samaritans, were also stabbed.
This knife was recovered just a few feet away from the suspect, believed to be what he used in the stabbing spree. Smith says it highlights the need for assistance.
We want to make sure that individuals who are suffering from any type of substance abuse or any altered state of mind, we want to make sure that they get the appropriate support and help.
That was our Daniel Hamburg reporting. All 6 victims are expected to be okay. Police say the suspect underwent surgery after the alleged attack.
Immigrants are here to stay home.
And frustration and outrage after Loudoun County's sheriff agrees to partnering with ICE. Community advocates rallying, as you see here in this video. The proposal yesterday, the agreement says the county jail will hold people in custody for up to 2 days if ICE issues a detainer and wants to pick up an inmate on their release date. The sheriff says it will keep the community safe, but opponents are fearing this could affect the relationship between immigrants and law enforcement.
It could be a slippery slope to other actions that we're seeing across the country.
Some people are not going to call the sheriff due to the fact that they're going to be afraid because their mother or their father is going to get deported.
And over the last 9 months, less than half of the 325 immigration detainers resulted in pickups from county jails.
An update this morning on the stock market. Asian stocks are entering a third day of turmoil this morning. Those stocks falling several days after Trump imposed new tariffs worldwide. The South Korean stock market falling almost 2%. One of Japan's largest indexes falling over 4%. Meantime, here at home, Wall Street seeing its largest drop since 2020, right after the COVID-19 pandemic was announced. And a family-owned business in Prince George's County is set to close its doors after almost 40 years in business in Oxon Hill, blaming those new tariffs for their looming shutdown. Linen World first opened back in 1988. They sell bedding and other household goods like towels, comforters, kitchen curtains, bath mats, and washcloths. The store says those tariffs would force them to significantly raise prices if they keep their doors open. The owner of the store says the decision to close was a hard one.
Been in Fort Washington for 42, 44 years. Okay, they've always been top-notch quality products.
It's going to be a challenge for us, but we're proud of what we were able to accomplish.
That owner telling us they are planning to close for good in about 2 weeks after all their merchandise is sold.
And the impacts of tariffs now being seen across North America. Car manufacturer Stellantis is stopping work at a plant in Canada and another one in Mexico because of the change. The company says tariffs are causing around 900 U.S. workers to be temporarily laid off. Stellantis manufactures car brands like Jeep and Ram. It says it plans to monitor the situation to determine if further action is needed.
And new details this morning on recent vandalism to Teslas across the district. Police say a man and woman have turned themselves in after allegedly writing political messages on the cars. Justin Fisher and Emily Fisher are accused of defacing 6 Teslas with what police are calling political hate speech. Those messages popping up on Teslas across the city as Tesla founder Elon Musk's influence grows in the federal government. Suspects allegedly writing on the windshield of one car, "Go Doge, I support Musk killing the Department of Education." The two are facing multiple counts of defacing property.
And in D.C., a new effort to fight crimes committed by children. The city is launching a new youth crime initiative. Now, the new unit is going to be responsible for investigating and disrupting repeat offenders. The team is going to work with schools, child and family services, and youth rehabilitation services. D.C.'s police chief Pamela Smith supports the new effort.
And we will prioritize intervention-driven accountability. We will work to identify and interrupt ongoing disputes. Our success will be measured by tracking recidivism.
The department is interviewing officers for the unit. City officials say they hope to have it running by the end of the month.
And an update on a story we first brought you Wednesday. Montgomery County Police says it stopped more than 300 drivers through the department's Move Over initiative along busy Route 29. The program is aimed at getting drivers to move over or slow down when they're approached by or driving past emergency vehicles. It's required by law in Maryland. During the recent initiative, police say they've issued 90 Move Over violations along with 94 speeding tickets and 237 warnings to those drivers.
And Metro Transit Police believe serious crime is significantly down on trains and also on buses. Police say from January to March, serious crime reached its lowest since 2018. Officials say there have been nearly 3 crimes per 1 million trips taken. MTPD says it's working hard to keep Metro safe with additional security on buses and trains while also continuing fare evasion efforts.
And we are on the move this morning. The Purple Line in Maryland is one step closer to opening. Check it out. The Maryland Department of Transportation announced the start of dynamic testing. That's when rail cars are tested under real-world operating conditions. It'll happen on the 1-mile test track along Veterans Parkway in Prince George's County. MDOT says all 8 light rail cars are ready to start testing. After many years in the works, the state says the Purple Line is 76% complete. Don't get too excited yet, though. There is still more work to be done. It's set to be opening in 2027. When it's done, the 16-mile Purple Line will extend from Bethesda to New Carrollton.
And happening this weekend, be prepared for some road closures in D.C. as thousands of runners hit the streets for the 10-mile Cherry Blossom Run. This takes place Sunday morning. The road closures are going to be in place at 6 o'clock, and it includes Memorial Bridge and Memorial Circle, Main Avenue from I-395 westbound to Independence Avenue, Southwest, and Theodore Roosevelt Bridge, ramp to Ohio Drive as well. Officials say the streets are expected to reopen at noon, and for anyone traveling to the run, you are encouraged to use Metro. The train is operating 2 hours early, starting at 5 o'clock. Time right now is coming up on 6:10 on this Friday morning. Cuts to the federal workforce continue.
Yes, still to come this morning on DC News Now. A new round of buyout offers being sent to federal employees. We've got the details. Plus, a large fuel spill in Fairfax County. Why neighbors there are worried about the impact on their local water supply this morning.
And let's take a live look outside with Ross Shakalier this morning. That wind was kind of strong just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, we do have that rainfall trying to push its way across the area right now with some embedded thunderstorms too. So don't be surprised as we're heading out this morning as we're seeing that pushing through. About the latest details, the timing, a look ahead towards the rest of that 7-day forecast all right after the break.